I'm Greg Praver, and welcome to Sports Flavor with Greg Praver. The Major League Baseball season will be ending next week, and the hometown Tampa Bay Rays are fighting for a wild card position. They have been hot lately. Winners of 7 out of their last 10 games, the Rays realize that they will need to win the majority of their remaining games in order to solidify the top wild card spot. If they get that spot, they get to play the one-game wild card playoff at home. Home field advantage would be very helpful because they are not a good road team. The Rays have a 36-39 record away from Tropicana Field. It would be crucial for them to host a game instead of playing away from St. Petersburg, where they have a home record of 49-30. They would host the team with the second wild card spot. Currently, the Rays are a half a game ahead of the Cleveland Indians for the top wild card spot and a full game ahead of the Texas Rangers. The Rays have won 2 of 4 games against the Rangers in a big series this past week. Behind the Rangers are the New York Yankees, who are 3 games behind of the Rays. After the Yankees are the Baltimore Orioles and Kansas City Royals, who are sitting 3.5 games behind the Rays and are very close to being eliminated from wild card and playoff contention. At this point, all Rays fans can hope for is that they finish out the season with wins against the Orioles, Yankees, and the last place Blue Jays. Do I sense panic from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team? I sure do. Sitting at a disappointing 0-2 record to start the season, they face the 2-0 New England Patriots in Week 3 in Foxborough. In a very competitive NFC conference, most of the 16 teams are very good and can compete for the 6 playoff spots. It's looking like the Buccaneers are falling further and further away from the elite teams in their division, the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Even though they lost their first 2 games of the season, they only lost their first game against the Jets by 1 point and their second game against the Saints by 2 points. Both losses were heartbreakers as they try to avoid a 3rd straight loss in New England. Quarterback Josh Freeman has been off to a rocky start, throwing for 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 335 yards. Freeman has not been taking many risks and has not been throwing the ball down the field. He has only completed 45% of his passes, which is not great if he wants to be re-signed by the team next season. On another note, there have been many standout performers on this team in the first 2 weeks of the season, such as running back Doug Martin, who rushed for a league-leading 144 yards in Week 2, wide receiver Vincent Jackson, who was a very impressive 231 receiving yards in 2 games, and cornerback Darrelle Revis, who seems to shut down the top receiver of the opposing team almost every game. It will be tough for the Buccaneers to bounce back from their losing streak with a win against the Patriots. I'm Greg Praver, and thanks for watching Sports Flavor with Greg Praver.